But the real rub here is that they spend so much money on ads, particularly for Demings, and to a lesser extent, Chris. They completely neglected all of these down ballot races.
All of it.
They almost lost a couple of congressional seats. I mean, there's 28 congressional seats in the state of Florida, and 20 of them are now red. This used to be a pretty even state, for the most part, in the congressional races. Now everyone thinks that this state got really heavily gerrymandered. No, that's not the case. It is gerrymandered, but not to the significant degree that people would say. The fact that...
Well, our district.
Here's a better example. They actually thought that Maria Elvira Salazar versus Annette Taddeo was going to be a close race. Maria is going to win that race over Annette Taddeo by probably 15 to 20 points. That ain't close. In fact,
I knew that.
That's downright despicable that it could be that bad. But what I think that really speaks to, and I would love to get your guys' thoughts on this, the Florida Democratic Party, led by Debbie Wasserman Schultz, needs to go. There needs to be a complete house cleaning, but there really needs to be a house cleaning at the top within the party infrastructure. Because right now, there are a lot of people who want to make the Democratic Party, the party of FDR and JFK and LBJ, once again, a party of labor. But there are way too many people standing in the way of that right now, and there is way too much financial incentive to keep it that way. But giving up 30 electoral votes, basically conceding it every election now to the GOP, which allows the GOP to now invest in their infrastructure in Georgia and Arizona and bring them back into the fold. Whatever they thought they accomplished in 2020, which was a complete flash in the pan, is completely gone now, no matter what happens tonight. The significance of this victory, the margin of this victory, is earth-shattering, as it should be. The fact that Lee Zeldin is even competitive against Kathy Hochul in New York should scare the shit out of everybody. That, to me, is the bigger issue here. The Democrats are absolutely terrible at messaging, and they're even worse when it comes to policy. I don't give a rat's ass what they're selling or what they're saying, because they really have no messengers in the party. They have a president that is so unbelievably out of his element that you have to wheel out Obama again to go out there and canvass for these candidates, including Mandela, who I hope is able to beat Ron Johnson in Wisconsin. But when you really don't have what is considered some semblance of a bench, of a party that's growing, how do you stop something like that if you don't have a labor movement on the outside that is going to force the Democratic Party to concede, at least to some degree? Even if they don't concede, you've got to have a movement that is non-electoral, that is based on labor. That's my thought.
Democrats think you beat the right from the center.
That is what they think.